Alright, y'all. We have some very exciting things to look at this morning. Extremely exciting things. I'm going to wait for some people to come in here. Is the Bitcoin dump over, or are we going to go lower? Let's take a look. We have some very, very significant things happening, and my goal for this video is to take a look at the price, mark out some key levels, some support and resistance, some trend lines, look at Market Cipher, come up with a plan, kind of explain where my mind is at right now with the current price, the trades that I'm in right now, the trades that I'm not in right now. So let's take a look at this Bitcoin chart here. So here I am on the 15-minute chart. Now, some very significant things have happened over the course of the last few days. We hit our all-time high up here of about 58,440 US dollars. A little higher than that, 58,500. And then of course we had this big old dump here, and something very significant happened this morning while I was asleep. It's about 8:30 Eastern time for me. We started forming this trend line right here, this red trend line, and we touched it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. We tried to break out of it the 5th time, came back down, then we finally broke out above it, okay? And then what we did was we bounced and we kind of formed what I would consider a nice little support right here at about 47,617. Because if you look at this level here, it was resistance, and then it was support, and then it was resistance, then it was support, and then it was resistance, and then it was support, right? It was support again, and then we kind of traded on this line, and then it became resistance, and then we broke through it, and we retested it, and we bounced up above it. Now, something else significant is happening as well. We started forming this green trend line right here. Now, this green trend line, I was keeping my eye on this because I was thinking, okay, we're starting to form an uptrend now coming from the downtrend. But something else has happened as well. You can see we have this key level right around the 51,000, maybe all the way up to the 51,372 level. We have these key levels of resistance. And if we zoom out, we can see that these are actually quite significant levels of resistance. So right here, and I should extend this line back more, but we have this at the 50,984 level. This was acting as resistance, support, 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 support. Now it's resistance, and now this is a really intense resistance level, guys. It looks like right now we're trading in between this little range here, currently between 51,321 and 49,556. So I know this chart looks kind of sloppy right now. So let me just draw out some of these levels. I'll clean this up a little bit, and I'll kind of show you where my mind is at as far as these price levels. Let me turn off this here. So really what I'm looking at here, guys, is if we can break through this resistance right here at the 51,342 level, our next point is right up here at the 54,915 level, maybe even 55,000, right? This is our next area. So if we can break through this resistance right here, what's up with this? If we break through this right here, we're probably going to come up here. And then what happens here, you know, we'll have to determine that. It looks like, unfortunately, guys, we're actually breaking through this support right now as I make this video. So there's a good chance we might come back down to the 47,583 level. I would say that these levels right here are the key levels that we need to keep our eyes on as we're looking at the Bitcoin price today and the way it moves. Because, you know, the Bitcoin price right now is trading within these levels, and so we want to keep our eyes on these levels even with Market Cipher. Now, let me turn back on this this algorithm right here. So sorry about that. So we'll just have to see what happens. Now, of course, as you guys know, I trade using Market Cipher, Market Cipher B specifically. Well, I use Market Cipher A as well, and I use Market Cipher SR. But when I'm looking really to enter into long-term swing trades, I'm specifically looking at Market Cipher B to find entries. So we can kind of see, if we go over to the 4-hour time chart here, that we formed a bottom down here on Market Cipher B. We formed this bottom. Now this is a sign that I am looking for a long, and I'm waiting for the perfect opportunity to enter long. I'm not entering yet, because if we go back to the 15-minute chart, we can see, we're currently trading within this range. There's no reason to FOMO into a long-term swing trade right now, at least in my mind, because we just broke through support. We just broke through support, and if we look at the 4-hour chart, even though we have reached this bottom right here, we don't have the momentum moving upwards in the direction we want. We don't have this kind of momentum. So you're not going to long just because you see a green dot on the 4-hour with a big green dot. Let me show you where you would long. Let's go back to January when we had a very similar retracement happen here. Very similar retracement. We reached the bottom here, and as you can see, we came up a little bit, but then we rejected off that 21 EMA, and it wasn't until we got this trigger wave on the 4-hour that we saw a decent move upward that I would have traded. So what I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for the momentum to confirm in the upward direction. I'm not just going to long because there's a green dot here. I'm going to wait for a trigger wave. In case you're new to Market Cipher, this is an anchor wave, a big wave on the bottom with a big green dot underneath it, and a trigger wave is a smaller wave that forms after that. So I'm waiting for a trigger, and then I'm also going to wait for my confirmations on the lower time frames. But at the same time, I'm keeping in mind these key levels right here, because remember how I made the video about, let me see here. I made a video about pattern breakouts and how if you are looking at patterns and you're using Market Cipher, you're pretty much guaranteed to win. Well, the same thing goes for support and resistance lines and trend lines, because really they're the same things as patterns. We're just looking at the price action and we're organizing it in a visual way to help us a little bit better. It looks like we might actually bounce off of this support here, guys, which would be nice. Because to be honest with you, it would be really nice if we could see confluence where we are getting a breakout of this trend line right here, and this support, this resistance line right here, a breakout of this, and we had confluence with our Market Cipher confirmations. That would be really nice. I would probably enter along there if I had the opportunity. I just want to highlight something else, guys, why you shouldn't only trade on the lower time frames without the confirmations from the higher time frames. Because if we were only looking at this 15-minute chart, wow, this looks really great, right? How many bottoms did we hit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bottoms. Then we had a super nice trigger wave right here. Then we had a super nice trigger wave right here as well. And we had the money flow cross over into the green. So, you might think if you were only looking at the lower time frames, great, let me enter right here. And so you do enter right here. And you might even think, oh, cool, I'm doing pretty well. And then come down. And then it comes back up. You're like, oh, okay. And then comes back down. Of course, this would have been a good little scalp. But, I will talk about my scalping strategy in another video. Right now, I'm looking for a longer-term trade. So this is kind of where my mind is at, guys, as far as the Bitcoin price goes. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum not doing so great. Not doing so great, Ethereum. So this is a 15-minute chart. Let me remove some drawings here and just stick to these key levels. Now, Ethereum, we were forming this trend line, this red trend line on the way down. We broke out of the trend line and started forming this this green trend line. And then we actually broke above this key, extremely key resistance level. It was support here, it was support here, it was support here, support here. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, then we broke through and it was resistance. And then we tried to break through, we finally broke out of it, and then unfortunately, guys, we broke below this trend line, and we broke below, just recently, this important support. So Ethereum is not looking the best right now. Of course, in the big picture, guys, I'm super bullish on all of these assets. Super bullish. But it is kind of a shame that when I first woke up in the morning a few hours ago, we had a $1,700 Ethereum, and now we're back into the 1600s. But let's take a look at the 4-hour chart, because we do see some good things forming on Market Cipher B. We have two bottoms right next to each other. Very great sign. CryptoFace calls this snake eyes. And now that the money flow is officially crossed over into the red on the 4-hour time chart, what this means for us is that when it crosses back over into the blue, we are going to have an explosion upwards. Right now, what we are looking for with Ethereum and Bitcoin, but more so Ethereum because we've already crossed into the purple money flow, is, we've come down, and we're waiting for the momentum to shoot back up like this. We're waiting for it to shoot back up like this. So it wouldn't surprise me if we got a red dot somewhere like right up in here, and then we get a trigger wave somewhere like in here, and that's when we really see this thing start to take off. These are just my thoughts, guys. Obviously, I can't predict the future. I do not have that ability. But really, guys, if Ethereum, if we break, this is the 4-hour chart. These are the key levels on the 4-hour, which is basically our all-time high right here. Guys, if we break this all-time high, I'm looking for us to come back onto this trend line, this green trend line right here, and we're just gonna kind of see Ethereum kind of move on this trend line. Because if we like zoom out a little bit, this green trend line right here, really we can take this thing and draw it back a little bit farther. Maybe not. Maybe we cannot. But it's a tested trend line that was hit 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So I think the price can very easily get back onto this trend line. And if it does, look at what would happen. We're just going to keep going up like this. So, it might not be that quick, guys. It might not be this quick, but it would not surprise me if we had a $10, $15, $100,000 Ethereum by the end of this bull cycle. Because you see what they're comparing this cycle with Ethereum to Bitcoin last cycle, where Bitcoin went from $1,500 or less to 20K in the course of a year. Not even. So, super bullish on Ethereum overall. Let me see if we have any questions in the chat. Good morning, Zaxi. Good morning. Good morning, Borden. Chum waffle. Nice. Do I think it's going to go sideways for a week or so? To be honest with you, it would not surprise me. It wouldn't even surprise me if we traded kind of sideways for an extended period of time. And the reason I say that is because, it's good to have these little periods. We might trade within this range here between the all-time high and this 45,000 level. We might trade within this range for a while, up until maybe even the end of March or so. I mean, when we go back, look what happened in January. In January, we traded within this range right here. We traded within a range for about a month. And there's plenty of opportunity to make money in these ranges. I mean, really, these ranges are the best, because when you're just going up, right? When you're just going up constantly with no like right here, we were just going up, and every time one of these trigger waves hit, I'm thinking to myself, okay, like, we're starting to get overextended. And then, you know, once we start to see this bearish divergence right here where the market cipher B is going down and the price continued to go up right here, then I really started to think, all right, we're coming down. But when you have these ranges, like right here, where you're trading between these two lines, it's so easy. You sell at the highs, you buy at the lows, you use the Market Cipher for confluence, and I mean it's just so easy, especially if you're using the strategy that I lay out on my channel. I mean it's just so easy to do that. Pinkman Jesse, thank you for being here. Renan, hello. You entered along on ETH and Bitcoin yesterday based on the 4 hour and 24-minute green dots. Didn't realize I had to wait for the trigger, but I'm in the green. Yeah, Borden, that's the thing. Is this still live right now? Am I still here? Yeah, Borden, so, you can like that's my strategy. Obviously, it was still a really good entry for you. I mean, some people don't use Market Cipher, they just like buy the fear. And honestly, buying the fear is not always a bad thing. Oh, I'm lagging. Okay. Sorry, guys. Pinkman, I'm gonna be making a video on that. Guys, if I'm lagging, I might have to dip out of here. I might have to dip out early. So let me know. Can you hear me? Am I still lagging? If I am, I'm gonna have to dip out. Okay. Looks good for WizX123. Guys, my internet is down right now, so I'm actually like live streaming this from my cell phone hotspot. Okay, Trumwaffle, looks fine. Yeah, so I was saying, Borden, it's not a bad entry. A lot of people buy the fear, and depending on your risk management and your strategy, you can do whatever you want, man. If you come up with your own strategy and you come up with your own style using Market Cipher, you do what you want. One of the main things that I like to tell people is to come up with your own strategy. Come up with your own strategy. I mean, there's a million ways to trade here. Let's come back to the chart here. Guys, this is actually a really cool indicator I've been using lately called Agora Algo. It has buy and sell signals. Honestly, Market Cipher is better. But I've actually been using it mostly for the support and resistance levels. You could check it out if you want to. It's $87 a month, which is kind of expensive. I'm just using a free trial right now, checking it out to see if it's something I would want to add to my Market Cipher strategy. I've been messing around with it a little bit. I haven't really found anything that works too well, to be honest with you. That Market Cipher is just such a great tool. But in case you were wondering why I have these buy and sell signals on my screen, that's why. All right. Let's see. SB, thank you for being here. Yeah, you're right. It's not very efficient to enter along in the middle of a red dot. It depends on what time frame you're looking at, right? So if you have a red dot on your larger time frame, I would not enter along on the smaller time frame. I would only enter along on a smaller time frame if your larger time frames are confirming that you are in an uptrend. MG, so my thoughts on what's happening with Bitcoin is this. I think that, well, this is the Ethereum chart. I think that we are entering into a period of consolidation similar to what we saw back here in January, because if we take a look at this 4-hour chart right here, we came and hit an all-time high, and then we kind of traded in this range for a while until we broke out of the range. And now, you know, if we zoom out even more, we basically had a giant old bull flag. We came up, we traded in this flag for a month, and then we broke. Oh, whoop. Sorry about that. And then we kind of broke out of this flag, and look at that. We exactly hit our target here, and now it's quite possible that we'll be trading in this range for a while here. And if we zoom in onto our 15-minute time frame, we can see that, wait a second, no, I want to stay on this chart. I'll just switch it to the 15-minute. If we zoom into the 15-minute time frame, we can see, wow, this is sloppy looking now, huh? We can see that we're trading within a range, and there's other ranges within our larger range. So the bigger range is this big red rectangle here that I drew. And then right now it looks like we're actually trading in between the 48,000 level and up here at the 51,000 level. And, you know, I was just explaining before, I drew these trend lines here. This green trend line, you know, we broke below it on Bitcoin because we have such a strong level of resistance right here that goes back really far. This area, this entire area of resistance right here goes back all the way to February 17th. So really, this area right here is a very key area. If we can break through this, we're going back up to the 55,000 level. If we break through that level right here, then we're going back up to test the all-time high. So that's what Bitcoin's doing right now. It would not surprise me if we just trade between these levels for a few weeks, which, you know, would be a great opportunity for those of us who are trading. And if you're just hodling Bitcoin, you know, it's a good idea to just buy at these lows. You know, every time we come down and hit, you know, one of these bottom trend lines, you know, if you have the cash, buy some Bitcoin. Let's see. Chill Guy, I'm glad to hear about your bounce back and your hodl, man. And I'm glad you watched those videos. I'm glad. Yo, is this crypto face? Is that the real crypto? Is that, wait a second. Is this real crypto face right now? Or is this fake crypto face? How would I even know? There's a billion fake crypto faces out there. Literally. There's a billion fake crypto faces. I hope it's the real one. Crypto face, if you're real, you're the man. You are the man. Let's see. Oh man, it's you? Wow, this is crazy. Man, I'm officially a celebrity. Crypto face is on my channel, bro. That's crazy. Cool, MG. I'm glad to hear that. Rory, do I think the free version of Market Cipher are different? Yes, they are different. They are different. Trust me. I've tested all the fake Market Ciphers out there, and they don't print the same signals. I've literally lined them all up side by side with the real Market Cipher, and they don't print the same signals. You'll miss out on part of the move. Like, Market Cipher will tell you to enter earlier than the fake ones. Crypto Face, man, I really appreciate the fact that you appreciate my videos. I really do. And I want to thank you too, because honestly, Market Cipher has totally changed my trading, man. It has totally changed it. So, appreciate it. Appreciate you, man. Shrubs, redubs. Is it best to wait for big trades on larger time frames like twice a week or scalping? Look, shrubs, redubs. It depends on your trading style and your skill level. If you're new, it is best to wait for big trades on larger time frames. Let me show you guys something. All right. I entered a trade on the daily time frame. Let me remove all this stuff here, guys. I entered a trade on the daily time frame for Bitcoin. Right before the first Elon Musk pump, right? Where were we? We were right here, right? I got a trigger wave on the daily on January 28th. I entered a long, okay? I held this long all the way up. I think I got stopped out somewhere, like, because I kept moving my stop loss up, like right here on this dump candle right here. So maybe like 54,000. So I entered on this candle right here, and I 62%, okay? 62%. If you're new to trading and you wait for these awesome entries on the daily, right? Look at this. We had an anchor wave right here with a bottom. Then we had a trigger wave right here. And I rode that thing up. If you're new to trading, how awesome is it to make 62% in a month, and you just have to check the chart once a day? Once a day. Because, if you're scalping and you're on the 3-minute time frame, you have to check the chart every 3 minutes. And there's so much pressure. And if you're new, you're going to drive yourself crazy. You're going to start second guessing every little thing you do. If you're good at scalping, then by all means you can make more money scalping, because you can soak up every little ounce of gains from all these little ups and downs. But if you're new, I recommend you start on the daily, start on the 4-hour. Use the strategy that I laid out in my video. Let me see if I can even find that video. Let me see here. Gotta go to my channel here. Right here, this video, Win Every Trade, my Market Cipher Bitcoin trading strategy. This strategy is so great because it takes all the pressure off. It gives you very clear things to look for. Let me zoom in here. It gives you extremely clear things to look for. And backtesting this, I'd say in the last month and a half, there's one trade you would have gotten stopped out of. One trade. And I'll show you exactly where that trade is, because I backtested this so much I actually have them memorized. You would have gotten stopped out if you had entered on this trigger wave, right? Is that the one? I thought I had them memorized. Now I'm freaking myself out over here. Oh, I'm sorry. You would have gotten stopped out if you entered on this trigger wave right here. And the reason you would have gotten stopped out is because the money flow was clearly coming down into the red, right? And at the time you wouldn't have known that, because we saw it kind of fluctuating and it looks like it might have been coming up, but you would have entered that trade and you would have ended up entering right up in here somewhere on the 24-minute chart. And if you had gone long, well, you would have gotten stopped out there. And depending on your stop loss, I talk about risk management a lot, guys. You don't want to be risking more than 1 to 3% of your account. So you would have lost 3% of your account. You would have gained that back and more just by using the strategy the rest of the whole month of January. I'm sorry, the whole month of February and January. All these months blend together to me, guys. I can't believe how quick time goes. Time goes quick. And then also watch this other video I made. Right, where is it? I don't even know. Create a winning market cipher strategy. This will walk you through, if you're new, right? Not if you're a seasoned crypto facer, but if you're new, this will help you to create a strategy that works for you. I feel like a lot of people who are new to this get overwhelmed because there's so many options and so many things to look at, and people are like scatterbrained going from time frame to time frame. This will lay it out so that you can create a structure. And once you have a structure and a strategy and a plan, you can stick to that. If you're trading without a plan, you're going to lose, for sure. For sure. Oh, CryptoFace. Thank you. Is that a discount code? For them, what is this? Oh, it's 10%? Oh, cool. Thank you, CryptoFace. Yeah, let me copy this so that I don't lose it. I don't even know where to put it. I guess put it right here on this random notepad. Thanks, CryptoFace. I appreciate that. Yeah, shrubs, redubs. I will use it for them. So, guys, if you're new to the channel, you know, pretty soon I'm gonna have a 10% discount for you guys. It'll be in the description of this video. Let me see. Okay, let me answer a few more. I'm sorry, guys, I got behind. Okay. GJ Guitar Samurai. Right, don't be scared, make a trade. Scared money don't make no money. Alright. WebX Tech. This month was the best on my trading life since 2018. Wow, almost 6K P&L. 48K. That's awesome. Oh, percent. That's awesome, man. I'm so glad to hear that. Cool. That's awesome. You don't even have Market Cipher, man. Market Cipher will change everything. Oh, Chill Guy. Thank you for using my link, man. I appreciate that. It helps grow the channel. Right now, I've got a MacBook and some headphones. So I kind of want to grow this. I want to start a Discord, a Patreon. I want to have a course where I walk people through step by step the way I learned how to trade. I mean, you know, I've been studying technical analysis and trading for a very long time. I've spent hours taking courses, reading books. And you know what's so funny? It's so funny that Market Cipher it changes everything. It takes all the guesswork out. And hey, guys, I'm not even kidding. Like, I have tried so many indicators, like this thing right here, right? This Agora Algo, right? I'm trying this now. I've tried so many indicators like this, where they give you the buys and the sells. Look at this. Market Cipher would have told you to buy in right here, and this thing wouldn't have told you to buy in until all the way up here. You would have missed a huge percent of the move. And I've messed around with the settings on this thing. It's just like Market Cipher, guys. I like it. If you're new to trading, you can use testnet futures on Bybit or Binance to learn and test your strategy. Yeah, that's a great idea, Pinkman, to paper trade. That is the way to go in the beginning. Rock, can't wait for your scalping strategy. Been earning some profits from your 4-hour time frame strategy. Great, Rock. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, you know, my scalping strategy, I used it to win 18 out of 20 trades in the past week and a half or so. And I'm still refining it, guys. I'm still backtesting it. I don't want to show anybody anything until I'm like 100% confident with it. You know what I mean? Like, the last thing I want to do is like have people lose money. That's not what I'm here for, right? Yeah, CryptoFace, you should make a reseller Discord. That would be great. That would be great. Adrian, thank you for saying that I make good videos. Waj Siech, if that's how I say your name, I'm sorry. I'm not European, but well, I am, but I'm American, so yeah, we tend to be pretty ignorant of the rest of the world. Thank you for your videos. They're perfect. They explain a lot of confusion. I appreciate that, man. Shrubs for Dubs, I appreciate you using my link. I really do. I really do, guys. Donatello, got a link for the scalp. I'm not sure what you're talking about, man. Yeah, H2, you're right. You're absolutely right. This is not a dump. This is just a correction. Like, this is totally normal. It's so funny when we zoom out. It's like, you know, we're clearly in an uptrend, and if we zoom in, remember how devastating it was for people, like, during this time when, like, you know, we were at an all-time high, and then all of a sudden we like crashed down, man. I remember people were freaking out. The bull market's over, and then you zoom out, and it's just like, well, Nope, we're still in an uptrend. And honestly, guys, I love trading these kinds of ranges right here. I love it because it's so easy, especially with Market Cipher. There's no guessing where the bottom is. Because if you just had regular old support and resistance lines, right? That's the thing. If you're just using regular old support and resistance, and you're trying to mark out these levels like this, there's always going to be some kind of guess. And like, because look, it doesn't always hit them exactly. And so there's all this guesswork involved, and you're entering these trades and you're freaking out and you can't relax and you don't have the confidence, right? You don't have the confidence. You can use Fibonacci, you can use all these things, but the problem with those things is, guys, you can backtest Fibonacci, you can backtest trend lines, you can backtest support and resistance. Unless you are so good at technical analysis, and there are some guys out there who I follow who are that good at technical analysis. In fact, I'm currently taking a trading class with this guy Daniel from Chart Champions. He's a genius. He's so good at TA. He doesn't need Market Cipher because everything he says is always right. Always. But that's because, man, the amount of knowledge you have to get on that level. It's like, I'm the kind of guy I like to find the most efficient way to do things. And Market Cipher is the most efficient way. I'm still learning my TA. I'm not throwing in the towel. I don't want to be ignorant. If Market Cipher ever goes away, I don't want to be like out of the game. I still want to learn how to trade based on just regular TA. But, the amount of knowledge that I've gained in the past, 2-3 years of studying charts and stuff, there's always that level of uncertainty when you're entering a trade. And Market Cipher just takes that away. It just gives you an amazing visual. I mean, look at this right here. I mean, is there any doubt that the price is going to go up? It just is showing you, look, money is coming into the asset. We're forming higher lows on these trigger waves right here. And it's telling you, all right, we see the momentum on the larger time frame going up. Now go into a smaller time frame and find yourself a good entry and then ride that thing. Just ride that thing. It's the way to do it. What do I think about the 26 EMA? Flare that. I like the 21 EMA because I just feel like it offers us more dynamic support and resistance that tends to be respected, especially with Bitcoin. And I find that to be true across multiple time frames with Bitcoin. Like, let's see here. Here we go. Let's add a little exponential moving average up in this hizzle. I mean, look at this. It really, you could long and short based on this 21 EMA. But let me try yours. Let's just open it up. I like the 21 because it's a Fibonacci number. Okay, 26. I feel like it doesn't make much of a difference. Perhaps maybe if you're in an uptrend, you might have a little bit more room with your stop losses if you're using it for a stop loss. If you're in a downtrend, you might have a little less room with your stop losses. Or if you're in a downtrend, you might get a not so good entry. I find the 21 to be a really good middle of the line EMA. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Do I set my alerts, Sindri? Do you set your alerts on 24-minute chart, or do you do it on a 4-hour chart? Both. I'm looking for the 20. I'm looking for the 4-hour to confirm, and then I'm looking for the 24. So obviously I set my 4-hour ones first. But yeah. Crypto Eternal, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Chill Guy, I don't understand about the wave thing. Can you recommend me a video? Yeah, check out Crypto Face's original tutorials. I mean, it's maybe. Have you watched his tutorials, Chill Guy? Have you watched his original vids? Thanks, MG. I appreciate that so much. I really do. Yeah, Joe Miller, I don't want Market Cipher to go away either, but the thing is, nothing's guaranteed in this life. We don't know what the future holds. And analyzing a chart based on TA is a skill that will never go away, even if we have no ability to trade on the internet anymore will still be able to analyze a chart, and I would hate to be confined to only using Market Cipher. I'll probably always use it, but it's always good to find confluence with your normal TA and Market Cipher. Okay, chill guy. Well, if you've watched them, let me see if I can try and explain it. Okay. So, Market Cipher, you need to look at it as a oh man, as like a, how can I even describe this? You need to look at it as a whole. I feel that a lot of times people like focus too much on like, oh, here's a green dot. Well, okay, there's a green dot, but what else is happening right now? What else is happening on Market Cipher? There's a lot of other things happening. We don't just look for green dots. What we're looking for is overall momentum. The Market Cipher is showing us what's happening in the market. Okay, we could even take off the price. Let's take off. Where, I don't even know where it is. How do I? Oh, here we go. Right, we could take this off and just look at Market Cipher and see. Okay, the money flow index, the green on mine it's blue because I like blue, shows that money is coming into the asset. The purple shows that money is leaving the asset. These waves are basically showing us momentum as money is coming into the asset. It's showing us spikes where we're reaching a bottom of people selling, and then as we can see, the bottoms are getting higher. So there's fewer people selling, there's more money staying in the asset. And as the momentum moves upward with these waves, we're getting a direction of where the price is going because money is moving into the asset. And once the money flow index crosses over and we get confluence where we have a trigger wave, okay, right here, and clearly the money is coming into the green, you know, this would be a great place to enter a long right here. Oops, I made a vertical line instead of a horizontal line. Oops, I made a horizontal line instead of a vertical line. You enter a long right here. And like just based on Market Cipher alone, you could enter trades, even if you didn't have the price action here. I hope that makes sense. And like, you know how CryptoFace draws on this thing, right? Like, you can see the momentum. It's like a sea serpent. It dips down into the water and then it comes up. It dips down into the water and then it comes up. We're looking to get in along when momentum is coming up, and we're looking at the waves as a whole. Like in general, they're coming down and then they're coming up. Obviously, you're going to have little things in here and little things up here, but in general, you're looking at it as a whole. And once you get the direction on a larger time frame, then you're going to hone in on a smaller time frame and look for the same thing. So in this area right here, after I've seen all this momentum and the waves down here forming higher lows with tighter and tighter trigger waves, and I'm going to say, okay, this looks like a great place to enter a long. So now I'm going to come over to a smaller time frame, perhaps any smaller time frame, even the 15-minute time frame. And man, this is this is like prehistoric January. Oh my goodness, can we even, I don't even know if we can get back to January on the 15-minute time frame. Oh man, we're never going to get back to January. But it doesn't matter, because what we would be looking for on the 15-minute time frame is something like this. In this same section right here where we see the money flow index cross over into the blue and we're getting all this wave momentum, we're going to be looking for that same thing on the 15-minute where we have a bottom and then we start to form trigger waves. And then we start to see the money flow index cross over on the 15-minute with a tight trigger wave right here, and this would have been a great entry point. Because here's what happens. If you have a green dot on the 4-hour, you could have a red dot on the shorter time frame, and then the price will come back down. So we want to wait until the price comes back down so that we can get a better entry. That's why we're honing in onto the smaller time frames before we enter, because we can get a better entry that way. I hope that makes sense. Hope it makes sense. I really do. Let's see here. Clinton, what's going on, man? Man, I got a lot of stuff here. Why would Cipher go away? Chill guy. You mean I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not expecting it to go away, but honestly, I don't know what the future holds, man, and I'm not very optimistic about it either. So who knows what could happen? Rory, do you trade with USDT or Bitcoin? I'm currently using USDT. I just stack my crypto, Rory. I'm not concerned about dollars. I actually don't even keep my money in dollars. I am so anti-dollar that why would you keep your money in dollars? Over the past decade, we've seen the purchasing power of the dollar go down, and over the past 3 years, we've seen the purchasing power of Bitcoin go up 4,000%. So, you know, why would you keep any of your? Why would you want dollars? I don't want dollars. I want bitcoins. Um, what's up, Adrian? Appreciate you being here. Um, oh, the dots. Chill, guy. The dots are just signifying to us. The old school market cipher didn't even have the dots. The dots. Let me. In fact, we can take those dots off. The dots are just showing us where the blue waves cross over. There's two blue waves going on right here. For some reason, I can't seem to find. Here we go. We can take those dots off. If you zoom in, you can see that there's two waves here. There's a light blue and a dark blue, and they are crossing each other, okay? And the dot just signifies that there's a cross, so it would print a dot right here. It's not necessarily the dot that we're looking for, it's the cross of the waves. And old school market cipher didn't even have the dots, but it's just there for our viewing pleasure, if you know what I mean, man. The viewing pleasure of the audience. Get what I'm saying, bro? I hope you do. All right. Yeah, Zubair Akbar, I would. I would do them more often, but you know what the thing is, man? I just don't have the time. I don't have the time. In fact, I have to get out of here soon because I have a busy day. I have to do some stuff. I have some work stuff to take care of. I've got some errands to run. Crypto Eternal, yes. Market Cipher, yeah, it tells us exactly what people are thinking. Can you use Market Cipher with the free version of TradingView? Yes, but you cannot set alerts, so it kind of sucks. Can I make a video on how to track dumps as I've explained pump? Yeah, it's just the opposite, Wajgiek. It's totally just the opposite. Mr. Squad 10, which time frames would you say are good for scalping? I've been testing different time frames. I really enjoy, when I say like my scalping strategy, I'm actually using like the 6 minute to 12 minute. I'm not like a true scalper. I'm starting slow. I cannot scalp on the 1 minute, man. I freak myself out. What about the waves crossing each other? What do you mean by that, chill guy? Oh, Living with Dragon, you can set alerts on the free version? Then cool. Then I was wrong. Then yeah, you could totally do this on the free version. Yeah. Yes, you can. Alright guys, make sure to like this live stream so that the YouTube algos, help me out here so that more people can see this. So what do they say? Smash the like. I don't like the word smash the like button though. I need to come up with a new word. What word should I use? Someone help me out. What word should I use? What should we do to the like button? Yeah, Clinton, I think you're right, man. Yeah, subscribe and hit the bell for more of this content. Yeah, punch the like button. That's a good one. Yeah, give it a punch. Just punch your computer screen. Yeah. Yeah, break those LCD crystals. Who cares? Yeah, obliterate. Yeah, tap. That's a good one. Yeah, do whatever you want to it. You can do anything you want to it. Oh, shrubs or dubs, you can only set one alert. Okay. Yeah, well, honestly, then that you could still work it with the free version. Just set an alert on your 4 hour, and once that goes off, then delete that first alert and set one for the lower time frame. Pet the like button. I like that. Sell the like button. I like that too. Abuse? I don't know. Let's keep this PG. Michael, I made a video about this, bro. Let me see if I can find it for you. Right here. Setting trading view. Setting an alert. How to set alerts in trading view on Market Cipher B. Right here. Check it out on my channel. Yeah. Adrian, I appreciate that, man. You know, I really want I want to make sure I perfect this before I show people that strategy. I know I've had some success with it, but I want to make sure that I really have success before I tell people what I'm doing. Because like the strategy I've already shown on here, I really back tested that, man. Like I back tested that thing all the way back to 2019, right? So this thing I've been doing for a few weeks. Mike Hurst, what's up, bro? I do a lot of things, man. I am a web developer. I am an SEO. I am a small-time farmer. I am also an affiliate marketer. I make websites and sell products, dating services, tons of stuff, man. I do a lot of stuff. And I'm a cryptocurrency trader. I don't. I do it. I do a lot of stuff. Like I try and diversify. I never put all my eggs in one basket. And literally, when I go out in the morning and collect the eggs from the chickens, I do not put them in one basket. I have 2 egg baskets, sometimes more, sometimes more. Justin, it's out in Pennsylvania, up in the middle of nowhere, literally the middle of nowhere. All right, guys, I have to head out. I am heading off to do some stuff. Appreciate you guys being here. Really do. I really do. Thank you, Vishal. Oh, nice. SEO is a great thing, Adrian. It's awesome. All right, peace, guys. Peace.